Well, if everyday simple tasks are difficult for you or you're getting off to a slow start in the mornings due to pain, you could have arthritis. It affects people of all ages, but the older we get, the more likely arthritis will become a problem. And if you're a woman, you're more likely to have arthritis than a man. There are more than 100 different types of arthritis. To help us navigate through them all, Dr. Morgan Sauer. And I wondered, when it gets rainy out, does that trigger arthritis, or is that just a myth?
Science has been studying this for probably 3 decades. All the studies say, you know what, it's not real. However, my patients are way too accurate. There's something else there, I do believe that.
Like an anticipation of a change, a barometric pressure change, something triggers it in your patient.
Something triggers it. They can tell amazing things by their arthritis.
And why are women more susceptible to arthritis than men?
I think women are more susceptible to arthritis because their bodies actually tend to be a little bit smaller than men. So if you think about the knee joint is there's a fluid cushion in there, and the joint rides on that and it protects it. So men may have a space this large where women may have a space this large. The closer those bones are together, the more likely they are to have arthritis.
And 100 different types? Are we talking different types of the body, like arthritis in the knee, arthritis in the hands, or are there 100 different types of arthritis?
There are 100 different types of arthritis. Some parts are based on location. Causes are another part. You have osteoarthritis, which is typically the lining of the joint stops making the fluid, and when that happens, there becomes inflammation there. You can get gouty arthritis, where crystals actually form in the joint fluid. You can even get arthritis that's caused by the body attacking itself, like rheumatoid arthritis being one of the most common of those.
Now, all ages, but typically you think of arthritis as an older person affliction, but it can start early on in life for even kids?
Absolutely. Juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, various type of autoimmune disorders, and actually children, especially as our children get heavier and heavier because of the things that we feed them and the lack of exercise, their joints don't produce as much fluid. They have more weight and more pressure on them, and that can damage the joints.
Are there things you can do to prevent arthritis, or is it just a matter of once you get it, trying to manage it?
Protection of the joints. Anytime you have some type of joint injury, you're more likely to get arthritis later in life in that joint. So protect your joints, treat your joints well, move them, but don't abuse them. Try and limit the amount of shock that you put onto them, like running on hard pavement, instead of running on something like cinder, or even swim, something that's more protective for the joints.
Nothing in diet can help?
Actually, having a diet high in fresh fruits and vegetables and lean meats, providing the basic good body supplements is what's going to be important for good growth, both in the joints and everywhere else.
I was hoping you'd say a lot of fried foods would help battle arthritis, because I wouldn't have to worry about arthritis then.
You'd be fine then, huh?
I'd be fine, yeah. Do you see what percentage of your patients have some kind of arthritis? A lot?
In my population, almost 100%.
Almost 100%.
And it varies. Some people have, it just annoys me, I'm doing fine. Other people are crippled and are on chronic narcotics from this. So it's really important to get a good comprehensive workup as to what the source of the arthritis is and come up with a plan. Pills, pills, pills don't fix everything. So looking at exercise, looking at diet, and looking at different mechanisms to relieve the pain and the dysfunction of arthritis.
Is there something that is often mistaken for arthritis, or is there something that is misdiagnosed when it really is arthritis?
You can sometimes have small fractures that people say, oh, well, I just did something. Especially in older people, when the bones begin to thin, they could have a fracture that may not be recognized. So it's important to get good radiology to be sure you don't have any type of fracture. You also have to think about infectious processes like Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, or in Arkansas, ehrlichiosis, named after Fort Chaffee in Fort Smith. So you got to be careful.
All right, well, you can only cover so much in 4.5 minutes, and there's 100 different types of arthritis. If we didn't get to your question, One St. Vincent Circle in Little Rock is where the Longevity Center is located. Dr. Sauer or one of the other folks out there will be happy to visit with you about this topic or any other topic. 552-4777 is the number to call. Doctor, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.